So I believe what I'll be talking about is analyzing the smart city. I'm sorry, the new Lagos, which is actually a smart city, because everyone has heard about the smart city, the new Lagos, this one, this one, every time. But the question is, have you been able to pinpoint the right place to invest? Because the thing is, a lot of investors follow trend. With developers, right? So if people are moving towards EPEJU LEKKI, I go to EPEJU LEKKI. If people are going towards Ngondo, I go to Ngondo. If people are going towards this place. But the thing is, in the next 3, 4, 5 years, where will be the main place?
Looking for a good property and all. So different. You don't want to buy a property.
The rich and the medium and the middle class, empowering the low class to be able to afford properties. But let's see now.
Right, so now let me do a roadmap. Now, understand me. Coming from, everyone knows VI. So coming from VI, because I know a couple of people abroad have probably not seen Lekki, have probably not seen Chevron or seen Ologolo or seen all those places because they have been far gone from Nigeria. So let's say you're coming from VI, then the left is Lekki, then you get to Ikati, then you get to Osakpa, then you get to Chevron, then you get to Ochi, then you get to Ikota, then you get to Aja. Then the next place, you take the flyover, you get to Ibrahim Adesonya, you get to Sangotedo, AWOAYAYA, LAKOWE. Then you're approaching the new Lagos. In fact, from Sangotedo axis, you can consider those places as part of the new Lagos. Then after AWOAYAYA, you get towards Onasanko, then you get to Eleko. Now, the thing is, Eleko in the future will be like a roundabout. Let me explain why. Now, because there'll be cars coming from EPE, coming from EPEJU LEKKI axis, that's a free trade zone axis, and coming from AWOAYAYA. Now they have to find a way for them to manage and control this traffic. Now that will lead to the expansion of the right side, which is the Eleko road. Now there's a tendency they might break into some of the estate there. Why? Because currently it can only take 2 cars, one on the left, one on the right. Now, but if you go to your left, you are approaching, you have gotten into the Eleko road and you'll be approaching the Dangote refinery and other places. I'll talk about it. But let me talk about the left hand side. The left hand side is Idara scheme. Idara scheme is it's just by the roadside. But when you go to your right, you approach Eleko. That's where Main Estate is, right? Now, on the left of that Eleko road is the Lekki Free Trade Zone access. That's where you have the Dangote refinery. That's where you have the Power Oil, the Lagos Free Trade Zone, the Lekki Free Trade Zone, Okunfolo, Demi, Fargon. Then on the right hand side is where you have the Gondo. And Gondo is the coastal line, is a coastal road. And that coastal road leads to where? Oniru, Okunwaja, Sangotedo. Now this is it. Let me not forget one major place. If you are going straight, rather than you turning to your right, you're going straight to EPEJU. Now, EPEJU is the road network where the airport is, the Pan-African University, the ELEGANZA, and after EPEJU is when you approach EPE. Now, this is the thing. The question is this. What is the lookalike of these areas currently? Now, a typical lookalike of Igondo is Oniru. And that's one of the major things of Oniru. You really see trucks, you really see a lot of, it's a very reserved place for resorts and hotels. Now, a type of Lekki Free Trade Zone where Dangote refinery is Apapa Wharf. And then Apapa Wharf, we have shipping lines there, we have shipping depots there, we have containers. It's always jam-packed. It's always, we're going to have Tinkan Island like that also there, right? Now, a type of EPEJU is going to be like Ajawe Estate. Yeah. Why? Because it's close to the airport. And in Ajawe Estate, we're going to have Sako, we're going to have Nako, we're going to have Fan. And if you're coming from International Airport, the Murtala Mohammed Airport, going straight, approaching Ajawe Estate, you see hotels. So now, EPEJU is a very fantastic place and shining place for hotels, as well as warehouses, because of air freight goods. Now, the next place is EPE. Now, EPE will be a touch of Surulere, Ikeja, and Bega. Why? Because EPE leads to 3 major places. Inside the island, out of Lagos, following the EPE Ejebo-Odi road, and to the mainland. You can either follow the Ejebo-Odi road connect to Bega, or you can follow Ikorodu Road. And that's why government has been expanding the Ikorodu Road. Now, those are the type of it. Now, let's bring it down now. So now, let's go back to the Apapa Wharf area. Now, you notice that Apapa Wharf is always filled with traffic. Now, let's take it back to Dangote Refinery area. That place is going to be filled with a lot of containers. So it's not going to be the best place for residential. However, there might be some 1 or 2 hotels far inside towards that EPE axis. That's why we have the Lakaban Tropicana. But there's not going to be so much hotels. And what did government do? Government has sold a part of Igondo to hotel companies. And the problem with Igondo currently is the Gazette is in front and behind is extension layout, which is extension block, which means extension in project, which means no land. And so government is smart enough not to give the full land because firstly, they are expanding the coastal road. That's why we have the AIYETORO coastal road that connects before you get to Eleko. They have expanded the road. Now the goal is they will not see, trucks will not pass that place. Trucks cannot fly that road. No, they won't. And that's why if you're familiar with the Lagos Free Trade Zone, where we have the power oil, we have the dock field, they have started some filling. There was a time an Indian client of mine went towards Oshoroko, and coming back, we branched there. We discovered that there are so many foreign companies that are there, right, that are burning diesel on a regular basis, but they are futuristic, believing that this place will yield so much. Now the question is, if you're in Nigeria abroad or you're Nigerian in Nigeria, why haven't you invested where foreigners are even seeing the value? Now, when we got into Lagos Free Trade Zone, we discovered that government is sanfilling. Now that means they're going to have a road network behind from EPEJU Lekki Free Trade Zone access to IBEJU. Now the truth is this: Eleko is going to be expanded. The trucks are going to pass from Dangote Refinery side to Eleko and then access IBEJU. At the same time, there's going to be a road network from EPEJU Lekki to IBEJU. Now the question is, where is the next best place to invest? There are 2 major places which I would advise, which are safe and are good: IBEJU and EPE. Because when the trucks come from Lagos Free Trade Zone, from Dangote axis, they will access Eleko Road. Eleko is not going to be a good place for residential property. There's going to be pom. And that's why if you look at it, MNS said how to take their other project inside. It's a strategy. They understood what it means to have a residential community. They have to take it inside so that it will be comfortable for their next occupants, right? Now that's the same thing that Eleko Road is going. There's going to be an expansion. It's going to touch into some estates and some filling station currently, but small trucks will follow the AWOAYAYA axis. And that's why government currently is expanding the LAKOWE road, the AWOAYAYA road down to VGC. But majority of the trucks will go through IBEJU and EPE. So every smart investor needs to pick a property at IBEJU and also pick a property at EPE now. Now, what are the properties that IBEJU we have? Now, just like the airport area is in the mainland, IBEJU will be the next big place for residential properties like Ajawa Estate. It's also going to be the next big place for where you can buy your hotels, your Airbnb apartments, your shoplet. That's going to be a good place. It's where you can have your filling station, your restaurants. Because guys coming from wherever they're coming from using the airport, we need to eat. And not all of them, fortunately, in the Murtala Mohammed Airport, you really see fast foods. So where will they eat? Now coming out, that is where you should get your fast food. And so that's why the development prices in those locations have spiked up in recent times. And government currently took some land at Okego for the airport. So government interest has increased on the left-hand side. But on the right-hand side is where you need to own properties, and we can always prescribe properties there.
Welcome to Itinu City, a commercial space and residential community. The commercial areas consist of parks and lakes for your leisure pleasure, a tech city where innovative and creative minds can work and thrive in, family entertainment center to enjoy joyful moments with your family, central business districts for corporate businesses and ventures, mini golf courses, gardens, knowledge parks, and lots more. The residential features include gated fence, security surveillance, 24 hours electricity, good road network, potable water, recreational facilities, central sewage system, and green areas. It is in close proximity to EPE Resort and Spa, the new international airport, EPE Fish Farm, Neander International School, and Cranebourg Yard, Lagos. Investing in Itunu City gives you the opportunity to grow your money through land appreciation and capital gains with an initial of 10 million naira for 1,000 square meters of the commercial plot and 5 million naira for 300 and 500 square meters respectively for the residential plot. And of course, you can get a flexible payment plan that is convenient for you.
After IBEJU, the next place I will advise anybody to invest in is EPE. And that's why you notice ALARO City went towards that angle. And they're also going to be having commercial properties there. Now, these commercial properties will go to the mainland. Mainland has much more buying capacity than, buying ratio than the highland currently. Why? Because there are so many people on the mainland. Now, over time, we've discovered that AWOAYAYA, LAKOWE has experienced over 40% increase in the last 10 years. Sorry, in the last 2 years than the last 10 years. Meaning, over a lot of people have moved to these axes more in the last 2 years than the last 10 years. And so, look at EPE in some years' time. EPE currently, we're checking on a 2-bedroom apartment. 2-bedroom apartment was going for 400k in EPE. And I'm wondering why. It shows that EPE is already having the migration, and people are looking for affordable houses, and EPE is the next big thing. That's why you see that over time there have been move of offices. I've seen a lot of offices in EPE. We've seen a lot of government projects in EPE. We've seen a lot of universities. In fact, yesterday we were going to EPE. We saw LASU. We saw Michael Otedela University. They have turned a college of education to a university. They have also turned there's Yaba campus. In fact, yesterday we discovered they had all resumed. Hostels were built and hostels were now painted. Now it shows that EPE is going to not just be a place for warehouses, hotels. It's also going to be a place to accommodate campuses, meaning there are going to be hostels. It's also going to be a place where there's going to be a modern market. That's why you notice that government has currently created a market a modern market before the T junction at EPE. So EPE is going to be the residential hub of all of this jam, all of this traffic and stuff. It's going to be EPE that's going to suck it in. At the same time, it's going to be the place for comfort. Why? Because it's surrounded by lagoon. These are where you can build your getaway houses, your relaxation houses. And on recent time, Femi Otedela has some major project there too. And so EPE is the next big place after IBEJU. Why? Because IBEJU is because of the airport, the whole road network is going to move to is going to pass through IBEJU. But after that, everything is going to still lead to EPE. So EPE is the next big thing. EPE is the place you need to build your filling station, your hostels, your hotels, your Airbnb, your residential property, your comfort, your getaway, your retirement house. EPE is the next thing. EPE is the next thing. I'm thinking, I'm just thinking of what to say next. So for every developer investor, let me just calm it down. What am I saying in essence? Now, just like every developer, I've moved from IBEJU, Eleko, Igondo in recent times to IBEJU and EPE. It shows that they are also seeing the limelight in this location, and every investor should be able to move as well. Now, the recent developments, if you check it now, of developers are mostly IBEJU and EPE. A lot of nobody really talks about Igondo and IBEJU. No, they have moved here because this is where development is going to be massive, and government has even given us a big break by telling us the airport is already approved. So our advise every investor to pick this location. You can send us a DM. We can prescribe something that works, that is safe, with good titles. We understand the titles here too, so we will be able to help you get the best here. So send us a DM.
Ekabo, Ideo, Sanu,
I remain Ajishafe, the Polymath, and I'm here at the best place in EPE. Guess what? The GRA of EPE, ILARO, Lagos. And guess what? I have seen this place move from 750 to 4 million in less than 2019, 2020, 2021, less than 3 years. Wow. That means this is the perfect investment for every investor. Now today I'm in one of the most strategic properties. It is Axis. Why? Because I have done the develop. I've checked the title. I have checked the documentation. I've ensured that this place is not agriculture. It is a residential property, and that's why I'm bringing it to you. Guess what? The name is Goshen Residential. Goshen Residential is strategically located close to the center of Goshen University. It's stone throw, yes, and it is not far off from two major locations, Yaba Tech campus and the toll gate. Meaning, let me give you the format, just like I did yesterday. Listen, when the tankers are coming, when all those tankers coming from Lekki Free Trade Zone are moving towards EPE, they have to be a place they will build warehouses. They have to be a place for hotels. They have to be a place for depots. And a place close to this location is ILARO and Mojoda. But this is the perfect place. Why? Because it is the GRA. So now, Goshen Residential is a completely dry land. See, I'm standing on a solid rock, just like Moses. And guess what? The land, it has a flat landscape, right? So we are going to level it. We're going to level the landscape. Yes, so it's not going to be your house is down, the gully. No, we're going to work on the gully. We're going to work on the drainage. We're going to work on the infrastructural facilities. In fact, the three major things we're working on is power, drainage, and the landscape, to ensure that each and every one of our investors get the best value. Now, what about the price, you may be asking? Yes, the price is currently going for 2.8 million naira. See, this is the affordable price. See, in fact, the reason why it's at this cost is because of it's a newly launched property, less than 2 months, and the development has even commenced. You can see the fencing done before launch. Kilobadi, this is perfect. Now, so you can send us a message about the initial deposit. The initial deposit is 500, and you can spend the balance for 6 to 12 months. Perfect property. Now, so do not forget to send us a message. I'm still going to be doing a tour on location. So I'm still going to talk about ILARO. So this one is just to spice up the iceberg. So I'm still going to talk about why ILARO is the next big thing, why ILARO is perfect. ILARO is so amazing in terms of properties in EPE. So do well to send a message, call us, ask us questions, comment, subscribe, like. If you're not following us, if you're not subscribing, you're on the long term. Welcome to the Polymath again. My name remains Ajishafe. Thank you. Goshen!
My name remains Ajishafe, the Polymath, and we're glad to always tell you, inform you, and update you on the possible ways to own great investment. Thank you.